here on the way of Dharma. Today we are going to talk about storing chi power, or also known as Prana. Storing Prana, harnessing etheric power. Now, this is advanced. It's not advanced in the form or in the aspect that it is inaccessible to each and every one of us. It's advanced because it doesn't require any external apparel or any external. It is something which is innate us, or innate, or rather inside of us. So let us talk about what I mean when I refer to this subject of chi power. I saw a Facebook post, I think it was a day before, and on the Facebook post there were drones flying in the air trying to harness this etheric power. Now, if you are new to the way of Dharma, please make sure that you subscribe, make sure that you like, and I'd like to welcome you to the way of Dharma 108. This is a channel where we discuss spiritual topics, occult knowledge, and the know-hows of spirituality. So as I was saying, the topic came about from me seeing a Facebook post of drones harnessing etheric or chi power. Remember when we spoke, I told you that there's an energy of a much subtler nature that is before or beyond what is apparent. The smallest thing that I can think of in the human body is an atom. An atom is almost imperceptible. You can almost not be able to see it, the way it's so small. It is microscopic. So beyond that, there's what is not perceivable in any physical instrument or microscopic instruments. Maybe it was perceived in a clairvoyant type of camera, which is involved in Korean photography. Maybe there's been advanced technology that was able to actually perceive etheric power. But as for me, what I know is that etheric power is imperceptible via your eyes. You cannot see it. It's intangible. At the same time, it's tangible. So this drone is designed to absorb atmospheric energy and then convert it into electricity. It is possible to harness and harvest atmospheric energy and be able to generate electricity. In the case of these drones, the energy that was generated, the electricity, was equivalent to 3,000 volts. If you know the subway, if you use the train, you know that's equivalent to the electricity required to generate a heater in the train, in the public train, basically. So much electricity can be harnessed in or from atmospheric energy, etheric energy. So I made a comment on the post, and I said the same can be done through your nose. It can be done by inhaling and exhaling, and thus you are able to harness this chi power. Now, I've been experimenting now with a few dharmic traditions. It's a system which was derived from the Vajrayana Buddhism, originally from India. They call it the 9 syllables, also known as Kuji In. I think it's a form of Vajrayana Buddhism that is designed to awaken the higher parts of your psychic being. It is said prolonged practice of such will inevitably lead to awakening of siddhis or supernatural powers. Now, in my experiments, there's a part that you need to awaken, in which the Chinese call the Dantian or the Dantian. It is also known in Buddhist practices. I don't know if it's there in Sanatana Dharma. Frati Gaming 2.0, Namaste. Hello to you, friend. Thank you, shout out. I think that's a mosquito. What is this stupid saying? Little puppy GT. Anyway, without insulting people, let me continue, because I am very, very good at that. I can insult people. So yes, nice to meet you, Freti Gaming, from Romania. This is SNS Fire from South Africa, an aspiring yogi. So in my experiments, I discover what we call the Dantian. This is an energy center which is said to be the elixir of energy, the storer of energy. As you know, human beings, the way we are created, we are very, very advanced and modern and ancient. We are timeless. We are eternal. We are designed in a way that we can harness atmospheric energy and channel it throughout our body and further take it out into the atmosphere to try and manifest whatever that we want. Yes. Who's the stupid idiot saying hi, black man? Where are somebody boy? You cannot blood clot insult me. Yes. So this atmospheric energy gets to be stored in your dantian, which is called the dantian. Don't say what, man. You don't want me to insult you. Wagwan there, Patty Smith. Good to see you. Wagwan there. So yes, this dantian is used on a blood clot. Yeah, it is bomber clot. So yes, the dantian is for storing energy. I'm not gangster, say. I just like to beat up people who think that they can come and insult me. Go take a shower, pussy boy. You cannot disrupt this live stream from going on. Yes, I. So yes, this dantian stores energy, and in advanced practices, you will be able to store enormous amounts of chi or prana. Now, this is where problems start happening, because in our practices, we shout out, bro. The insults don't work, man. Yeah, shout out, peace. So this is where problems start to manifest. You find yourself having an extra amount of energy, almost like a person high on drugs. So now your nervous system starts to generate, or rather store, energy. Thomas, shout out, peace, Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Thomas, I don't know why you retracted your message. Anyway, let us go on. This is where problems start to manifest because now you generate extra power. So if you can't control it, you become too jumpy and you have more energy and you start fooling around, and then you basically you can mess yourself up. So in my experiments doing this sadhana, I was able to get energy and do things in the normal everyday life that if I had done it prior to, or if I wasn't involved in this sadhana, I wouldn't be able to go on because it's tiring. With that being said, beware of this extra atmospheric energy. If you can't control it, I'm sorry, you are only harming yourself. I'm noticing that I'm becoming even more sensitive, especially in decoding and sensing energy. Like it's like this front part of my body, I'm able to feel people's auras. Yes, sir, I'm South African, Donald Quest. Shout out. So yes, I'm able to feel people's auras, like from, let's say, meters away, basically 1 meter away, just with my body. I'm able to do that. Let us see if you can capture something. Yes, 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 yes. You see that purple thing above my head? Anyway, yes. Shout out Donald Quest. Nice to meet you. Please do subscribe if you are new to the channel. And if you are in South Africa, blessed love, blessed love. I'm able to feel people's auras. I'm able to direct energy externally and internally. Now, these are some of the pros of getting yourself in this art of harnessing atmospheric energy. This atmospheric energy or etheric energy or chi or prana, it is accessible to each and every one of us. It is easily programmed and easily manipulated simply by imagining and affirming and doing certain exercises, qigong and exercises or pranayama or any other system that would allow you to manipulate this energy would be enough to tap into this energy. Family, this is advanced magic, and I've never used hardcore herbs as other South African black magicians would, but I've used a few household herbs that are quite potent, and candles basically. Just by passing my hand through those ritual implements or tools, I was able to feel energy. The same energy that I felt on those magical tools is the same energy that you can generate, direct, and program by this sadhana of harnessing atmospheric etheric energy. So you don't need herbs, you don't need to find a special tool which is externally out there. You don't need to go and make sure that you go on trips to Egypt to find this power. You don't need to be a follower of Jesus Christ or any other deity for that matter. Because in my experience of worshiping deities, it takes the power away from us, not human beings, the power away from us as souls, as the Atma, and puts emphasis on the deity. It is a good thing while starting out. It helps develop the discipline required to continue with your spiritual practice. However, there's a point where you need to be able to tap into this energy and you are able to just have these deities by your side as support. I had a question that popped into my mind earlier on, and I am not willing, or I'm not, I don't mean on insulting my Hindu family, my Hindu friends, basically. As most supporters of this channel are actually from India. So I don't mean no disrespect. I love you guys. We have a wonderful, powerful spiritual system. So a question came into my mind earlier on, and I was like, is Shiva the creator of everything? Is Shiva the God of gods? Is Shiva the source, basically? And then another answer came intuitively, and it just said, if you are able to describe any form of energy and give it a name and a form, it becomes limited. The source is unknown. The source is vast and eternal. So by identifying Lord Shiva, immediately that shows you that this person is given a certain office to represent a certain energy. But in actuality, the source beyond Shiva is there, and it can't be described. It's a concept that would require a higher form of consciousness. So yes, there's many powerful things that you can do in advanced magic. You can possess other human beings, which is known as I forgot, but yes, the Hindus, the sadhus, they do it so much. They can possess, or rather implant, their consciousness in other human beings and other living beings, basically. And I've tried this before. I've not gotten yet to the stage of possessing and taking full control of these other beings, but I've gotten information to verify that my consciousness was indeed implanted in those circumstances. So today, this chi that I stored showed me flames. I was able to do many things without being tired. And then as a bonus, there was a crab. For those of you who follow me on WhatsApp, they can tell you that earlier on I was near flowing water, or at a water body, basically. So on that particular water body, there was a crab just above my head. As I was lying like this over the water flowing, there was a crab. So as the crab was sitting over there, I transferred my consciousness into the crab, and then I began trying to understand how it is to be a crab, or that crab in that particular position. And I felt a feeling of anxiety, a crippling anxiety, as this crab was looking at me and I was looking at it. So I went into the crab, and then I looked at this body through the consciousness in the crab, my consciousness in the crab. So I immediately felt a strong anxiety. Then I knew that the crab can see me and is trying to eat over there. And by me being there, I'm actually causing anxiety to the crab. This is when I decided that I needed to move. And I did so. So it's very, very wonderful, guys, what we can achieve with the scientific laboratory, in which we call the human body, in which we call the temple, in which we call the master of masters, the most advanced technology. The esoteric Muslims will tell you that this is Allah, leg, and then we have head, Allah. So yes, we are advanced beings. We can harvest atmospheric energy or etheric energy from the ethers. Very, very powerful subject. We need to be able to tap into this energy. It's free. It doesn't require you to go and initiate under somebody who can rape you, take advantage of you, or do anything to you that you do not like. There's many things that you can do with this power. You can even program people's auras. Anyway, with that being said, I'd like to conclude the video. Thank you for joining us. Thank you to those who also were insulting me. See you on another live where we'll insult each other very well to blow cloud. So yes, if you want to learn more about what I'm talking about, email me at arsonist.fya@gmail.com. If you want to take a numerology reading where you want to learn about your personality, your destiny, and how your year is looking, email me at arsonist.fya@gmail.com. For those rich people who are in any part of the world and feel like supporting the channel, and those who would like to see me more often over here, donations can be made to the very same email, which is arsonist.fya@gmail.com, or you can simply send a PayPal to Atmosphere Spirituality. There's spacings in between. Atmosphere Spirituality. With that being said, I also offer courses on mantra japa. I offer courses on homams, meaning chanting around the fire and giving offerings to the fire. It is also another practice which is powerful from the Hinduism Sanatana Dharma. At the end of the ritual, you actually absorb the fire into your heart, and that results in the fire being extinguished in the fire pit. Let us conclude the video. It was good seeing you guys. Thank you for your support. Thank you for joining in. I love you guys. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya.